Okay, so welcome to Friday, October 2nd. You made it. There is no warm-up today. If you turn the page in your notebook, we already did this. Hopefully you had a chance to go home and mess around with Scale of the Universe. It's super cool. This should be done. This should be done. We also talked about some of our scientists over the years. Long time ago, Aristotle put things into groups based on whether or not he thought they had a soul. And then they got put into the 5 groups we know really well: plants, animals, protists, fungus, bacteria. And then they were able to differentiate between the 2 types of cells. And then just recently, they took a group out of bacteria and made it its own group, Archaea. And that is a very, very weird group. And so now we have 3 domains: bacteria, archaea, both of these are prokaryotic, and everything else that's eukaryotic, all animals, plants, fungus, and protists. So today, you will go to page 121. You will need a lot of colored pencils today. And on page 121, you will draw a normal bacteria, an archaea cell, use colors please, and the rest: animals, plants, protists, fungus. I want an example of each. You don't have to use it all. You could use a mushroom for fungus. You could use a paramecium for protists and plants. So you're going to draw this here using colored pencils. And it tells you right here that it's on page 121. Specifically, we're going to go into each one of those domains: the domain bacteria, the domain archaea, and then the domain eukaryota. Eukaryotes are the things we're probably the most familiar with. It's animals, plants, protists, and fungus. And we're going to be using some weird words, but one of the words I want you to know is, and you need it for your lab here, is that heterotrophs eat. You are a heterotroph. Heterotrophs tend to have teeth. Sometimes they're sharp and scary teeth. What am I drawing? Those are clearly mouths. Okay, heterotrophs. And then the other one is autotroph. And autotrophs make their own food. They do photosynthesis. So in the animal kingdom, in the domain eukaryotes, they are all heterotrophs. You have to be a heterotroph to be an animal. We all eat. Plants are all autotrophs. You have to be an autotroph to be a plant. Protists is kind of the junk drawer kingdom, and it has a little bit of both. Some eat, some photosynthesize, some do both at the same time. And finally, fungus. Most people think that fungus are plants, which is absolutely not true. Fungus eat. If they're growing on your foot, they are eating your skin. That's athlete's foot. If they're growing on a tree, they're eating some of the tree. If they're growing on bread, they're eating the bread. These are heterotrophs. They eat. They don't have teeth. They just have little straws that have acid in it. And they burn all their stuff up and then suck it up their little straw bodies. So that's all you need to know for eukaryotes. Skip this. Skip this. We're not doing this yet. Bacteria, you can draw a cell of bacteria. It's on page 30. Make it amazing. And we're going to wait on this. And then you're going to look at some of these archaea. So right down here at number 7, I want you to look at pictures of them. There are a bunch of pictures of them. I want to know where they live. They live in the craziest places. You're going to need to write 5 of the places that they live. And of course, if you go to those pages in the book, everything you need will be there. Here they are. Here's one, halobacterium. Halo means salt, and it's going to tell you all about some of the places that they live, like the Great Salt Lake. Or this bacteria that releases methane, let's look and see where it is. It lives in your intestines. So find 5, and they're super cool. All right. When you have done this, this is done, you skipped this, and that is done. We did this together. You're going to go around the room and do your lab. You cannot be at a station with another student. You'll have spent too much time with somebody. I can't have you do that. So you have to be at a station by yourself. Station 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then you'll be done. You'll draw the thing. And if you don't know what it is, that's fine, but draw it anyway. Write the name down. The name is written at every single station. Guess what you think it is. If you think it's in a kingdom, is it a plant, animal, protist, or fungus? Or maybe you write that it's in a domain, and you write bacteria or archaebacteria or archaea. So you're going to say, do you think they make their own food, or do you think they eat? Do you think they're one cell big or multicellular? So maybe you're looking at something and it has a really weird name and you've named it. That's not a really weird name. I'm giving you an example. Do not write that down. I'm going to guess that's an animal. I'm going to guess that it eats. I'm going to guess that it's multicellular. I'll write down anything I can notice about it. And you have to color it. Use your colored pencils. Bring your colored pencils with you. The final thing that you're going to do requires an iPad, and you need to get a handout from the sub, and it'll tell you exactly what you need to do. So at your chair, you're going to be looking at a website that has viruses, which are nowhere on our list, and you're going to go draw a few of those as well on the handout that the sub gives you. So all of that should be done by the end of class. Good luck to you.